Hey everyone, Depressed Eeyore here, and this is Enter the Gungeon. Yeah, I'm deciding to speak again for once. So obviously the past few videos I had not been doing much commentary, mainly because there wasn't too much to say. That and it was after a very long hiatus from the game. So I kind of wanted to just focus on the game itself, which ended up that was around, I don't know, attempt 13, which was one of my best attempts until the second half, and then I screwed everything up. And then my skills kind of degraded from there, even when I wasn't speaking. So, since it's been a while, I'll just talk, I guess. Not that there's much to say. I'm playing this character, the one with the crossbow and the dog, mainly because the dog gives me slightly higher chance of getting items. Before I used to play as that criminal lady who has the rage ability and the Molotov cocktail, but I usually never remember to use the cocktail, and the rage ability is only useful if you get hit, and if I'm getting hit, I am doing things wrong. Obviously, we met a bunch of new characters, which apparently made a bunch of new shops that appear here and in the dungeon itself. If I had one complaint about this game, it's the fact that I feel like there's not enough credits that drop. I think that's the biggest issue because everything is like really expensive now, and every run I usually get to about level 4 or 5, and I usually come back with maybe enough to buy an item, which is a bit rough. But we will get a bunch more once we actually kill 8 more blobulins, which unfortunately takes a while because blobulins are a specific size of the blobs. Anyway, we'll go ahead and dive into this and probably dive very quickly. So give me a moment. Alright, let's do this. Pretty much I've kind of been alternating between playing a big batch of, what's the game called? Divinity Original Sin 2, and then this game whenever I'm running out of backlog. There's a few other games I'm kind of interested in playing, but I haven't really decided to commit yet to them. That, and I haven't actually beat them normally. Not that I've beaten this game. There's still a bunch of things I don't know about this particular game. I think I've looked at the wiki maybe once, and I kind of didn't really know how to look at it. And so, really, any information I have is I just gather on my own, or whatever random comments I get here and there. Probably the biggest issue for my play is, besides getting just hit in general, is I usually never use my blanks, which they get. For those who don't know, blanks get refreshed. If you have less than 2, they get refreshed up to 2. So it's generally a good idea to use them, especially in boss fights, so you can potentially get an extra heart. And I'm generally, despite the fact there's a dodge roll, I'm generally really reluctant to use it, mainly because there's just that delay. Also, you actually leap pretty far. And the other issue I usually run into is the fact there's an input delay, which, I mean, whether it's on purpose or not, I don't like it. I didn't like it in Dark Souls 1, so. Oh, didn't react to that fast enough. Alright, well, took my hit already, so this is not going to be a no-hit run. I also never flip tables. I know someone pointed out I never flip tables, and that's usually because I just never do. I'll flip them if I have like an item that does something with it, but I know it gives me like a little bit of extra cover, but honestly it doesn't. I find it doesn't really help me that much. By the way, these little ones you can actually roll through. Didn't know that. Even the poison ones you can roll through. So that's a blue chest. I'll think about opening that one. So the chests have their rarities, of course, and obviously if they're brown, unless they're unless they don't have a lock on them, I usually don't open brown chests, and I'll just break them. Because potentially you can either get a useful power-up, or you can get junk, or you can get a junk pet, which junk pet's the best pet. One other thing I wish this game had, like, I know this thing has like a little encyclopedia on it, which kind of gives you a little bit of lore and stuff. I kind of wish it would give stats about the guns you find. I mean, you can kind of gather what some of the guns do just by firing them, but some of them, like, you don't know how much damage they do, and that's the biggest issue. Did I just get 2 ammos? Speaking of, I have a freaking crossbow. Oh, he took both. Good for him. Thanks for the ammo. Thanks for the ammo. Alright, then I'll stop using it. I mean, I usually use it anyway, because I usually end up selling it. I mean, it's a good weapon, but it's single shot. Chest. Right, shop. Glass Gungeon. I don't remember what that does. Oh, I remember what Glass Gungeon does. It's the one that gives you the little orbiting things that'll block shots, but if you take any damage, it breaks. So, yeah, that's a thing. Don't remember what a bottle does. I generally try to buy keys as soon as possible, because the earlier shops are cheaper than the later shops. So we'll take advantage of that. So some people have been telling me things about this fireplace. Like you supposedly can do things with it. If you break a barrel near it. Maybe the only thing I haven't tried is I haven't tried using a blank. Speaking of, there's a blank. The only time I would be cautious about using blanks is if I ever got above 2. So let's fix that problem. Yeah, that didn't seem to do anything. But yeah, supposedly, I mean, some of the suggestions were like break a water barrel or nearby it, but there's no water barrels in there. You don't exactly have very much control of how to navigate the water barrel. Alright, boss fight. Alright, we'll go here. The Gamma Rain. This will do poison. A decent gun. The laser weapons are generally pretty good because you don't have to aim them. Also, one thing I guess I keep making a mistake on is the final boss, the dragon. A lot of times I don't know where I'm supposed to be hitting it. What's this? Speed up. Yeah, that's highly caffeinated, save the cap. So this is just a speed increase, which is actually really kind of handy for me. Alright, I can live with that. Alright, let's do this. Alright. try not to suck at this, but I'm going to. Alright, let's do this. Barrels. That speed up is actually helping me out quite a bit here. Close one. See, I only got 1 credit from that. Some of these bosses only give 1 freaking credit. Bow. Not the heart bow. And we got the master chamber round because we did that fight with no damage. Alright, well, that's not a great weapon, but it's a weapon. I want to buy ammo. The glass Gungeon stone I could kind of live with. So it got me 1. Yeah, it was only 10, so I'm fine with that. Just about half my gamma ray ammo, which is fine. I don't intend on using the bow. It's just not gonna work. So if I take any damage whatsoever, I'm gonna lose that 1 little Gungeon stone. But it's not a big deal, it just blocks shots. Yep, there goes, I lost it. Rolled right into it. That's the other reason why I usually don't roll as much, because it rolls just far enough to cause me issues. But it only cost me 10 bucks, or 10 casing, so I wasn't that worried about it as far as buying the stone. I'll use the bow, why not? It does go through things though. When it goes through things it does less damage. It's more damage than the crossbow. Also reloads faster. Won't screw that one up. Looks like there's a person down there. We actually found a lot of people while I was doing no commentary. and yet we find more people. Carrying a bottle, huh? Oh my, looks like you'll need treatment. Definitely. Great. Now if you'll stand over here. It did work. Take that, HM Medical Academy. Hey, you got me all my health back. I'd say that the operation was a smashing success. They don't have any more medicine in stock. Okay, that's kind of neat. Boss fight. Gungeon, chance to heal. I've gotten this before, but I haven't. It's been a while. Chance to heal upon taking damage. And also, I think it blocks shots, which will always be helpful. I still have no idea what this room is, and I'm not going to look it up. Okay. Alright, 75 casings. Get a map and a key. Key. I want to feel like there's like a path down there, but I have no way. I really suck at seeing the hidden passages. Like, supposedly, if you use a special weapon, you can kind of reveal the cracks in the walls, but I don't know what to look for. Turn away for now. I don't remember what happens when you donate to this thing. Here, there, I flipped the table. Oh, and then I fell into that because I was distracted. See, that's what flipping tables does. It just kills you. Hey, key. Alright. Let's donate. Why not? Pop bullets from nowhere. I don't know what that did. 20 coins. Bullets from nowhere. That's it. I could donate 30, I guess, later. I don't know what it does, but you know what? This game's all about bad decisions. have here? The Mega Hand. I always get a lot of charge weapons, which are not really good for bosses. The Mega Hand is a relic of the 10 Days War against the robots. The most powerful robot masters would modify it for their own styles of combat. This one is basic, but it still works well. In other words, this is not the X-Buster. Alright, that is everything. Alright. Let's go ahead and go here. We'll use the Gamma Ray again. And Medusa. Or Gorgon, rather. And I got hit at some point. I didn't even see what hit me. So, don't really need to worry about anything now. But yeah, the stone does block shots. Yeah, I kind of already knew I was screwed the moment I was really far away when that phase happened, because you really need to be close so you can react a little bit better. Actually, it does pretty good damage. Yay, 1 credit. This is the vertebrae. This one's actually a pretty good gun. And let's go back and pay that shrine a visit. I don't know what's gonna do. Bullets from nowhere. I don't know what that does. Yay for being vague. Alright, well I wasted like 60 casings there, but that's fine.